You know, every time I turn around, I see a headline stating that an ex-Blizzard employee has joined or formed a new studio and is planning on releasing a new game. It basically feels like Blizzard has an endless ocean of former developers, and it seems like we got another one to add to the list. As Erich Schaefer, one of the lead guys behind amazing titles such as Diablo 1, Diablo 2, and the Torchlight series, has joined Moonbeast to make a new action RPG. And this ARPG seems to have some interesting twist in mind. We got a lot to get into, so without further ado, let's dive into this. So first of all, this game is going to have fully destructible environments. As you can see from this clip, the character is calling down a meteor storm that's actually destroying the ground it lands on. This mechanic could really change up not only exploring the world, but also boss fight encounters as well. And think of how many secrets could be hidden throughout the land. This could be a complete game changer. Though, I do want to say, I've played certain games with fully destructible environments before, and it starts to get to the point where everything feels like it's made out of paper and it all just falls apart. However, if they're able to incorporate this mechanic and still have the land feel like it has weight behind it, and when you're destroying something you feel the impact, it's going to be very interesting. And it's not just the indestructible environments that has me intrigued. As you can see in this screenshot, the character has a fireball that is arching down and shooting towards something below him. Imagine raining down death on your enemies from a vantage point. And I know that is nothing new for this genre. However, imagine destroying a wall so a river could flow down and possibly drown the enemies below you. Or how about a stream of lava as it melts them away? As you can see in the original GIF, the water actually changes course as you annihilate the ground. So it makes one wonder, could you possibly destroy a dam, causing a massive flooding to come into and just wipe out a whole zone of monsters? That would be really awesome. But let's move on to discuss some other information we have about this upcoming title. And what better thing to look at than the skill tree they have planned for the game. Here is a list that the developers posted on their official Reddit page, and there's quite a few things that stood out to me. First of all, no giant web of skills. Basically, this game is not going to be as deep as Path of Exile. Instead, it seems they're going for more of a traditional Diablo 2 Torchlight approach. A class-based system with each class having 3 unique skill trees within it. And I actually like this. Not every game needs to be PoE. Not that that's a bad game, I just don't think most games should attempt to do what grinding gear games does. However, they're adding death in a different way. Instead of you pumping 20 points into one skill like you would do in Diablo 2, instead in this game it seems they want to mimic something more along the lines of Diablo 3 with its skill rune system, or Last Epoch specialization system. So sort of like you pick the skill you want to use and then you could choose alternating paths and specialize and change up that one active skill. Plus, they may be adding complexity in another way as well. At the character creation screen, you pick which tree you want to start with. However, later in the leveling process, you may be able to pick a secondary class, basically creating a multi-class system. And if this is done in the same way that Titan Quest or Grim Dawn do it, it is going to open the door for some crazy theory crafting, which is excellent. So one more thing I want to touch upon on this skill list is this: mana potions are not cool. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm really not sure how I feel about the game if they don't have mana pots. While I agree, spamming mana pots gets very boring and is not a very good system, I greatly prefer it over the builder spender systems that we have in Diablo 3 and Diablo 4. While on paper it may sound appealing, in practice I don't think it's that good. But let's skip ahead and talk about another major feature that I think is actually going to help this game carry forward, and that is the way they're going to handle shards. And just so everyone is aware, when they say shards, they actually mean servers, which they're going to allow modders to run their own servers in this game with full mod support. So whether you want to create a small server for just you and your friends, or a much larger server that could support thousands of players, the choice is yours. And since the game is fully moddable, we're gonna get different versions of this game and possibly even fully fledged new games within this engine. I could honestly see someone remaking Diablo 2 in this game and have a dedicated shard for it. And it just gets me so excited. Modders oftentimes just breathe fresh life into a game and help it last for years and years to come. Though, if you're not interested in any of that, they will be running official servers. So we as gamers have both options to play on the official servers or the private modded ones. And having options is always best for the consumer. Honestly, I'm just thrilled and excited that we have so many upcoming games in the ARPG genre. From smaller studios like 11-hour games with Last Epoch, and from Crate with Grim Dawn's new expansion, or to the big boys from Blizzard with Diablo 4 or Grinding Gear Games with Path of Exile 2. Hell, we're even getting a Titan Quest 2 coming our way. From indie to big budget studios and everything in between, we're getting great games in this genre. However, I would love to hear what you all think. What do you guys think about this new upcoming game from Moonbeast? Are you guys excited to learn more about it? Is it something you're going to keep on your radar? Also, let me know what other upcoming ARPGs have you excited down in the comments below. And if you made it this far and did enjoy the video, let me know by dropping a like. And if you are new, please consider subscribing. As for me, I got a ton of work to do, so I'm gonna get back to the grind and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.